Welcome back, everybody. So we're gonna have a little sort out now. I've put this off for too long. We've got to fill these shelves. We've got these collector's editions to go away. I have had another delivery, so we've got some more stuff here. There's some cool stuff there, which I'm going to show you. I think I'll show you that first, so we'll get all that out the way. And then, God, the lighting is terrible. We'll get all that out the way, and then we need to sort out. I want to adjust all these and get these set up. But yeah, we shall have a gander. So let's get these packages open first, and then we'll sort it all out. Oh, and here we are. Now, before we get into this, folks, I just want to show you this. I popped to the tip earlier, and they've got a little shop, little recycling shop kind of thing. That's where I went to get all the Mega Drive games before, and that's where I actually met Richie. But come across it, they had a load of Wii games there. Signal was terrible, I couldn't scan them. I thought Mario Party 8 would be worth a few quid, so I picked this one up, paid £1 for it, trades in for 11 in CX, so I'm going to chuck that in a little pile. Like I said, I don't really collect vouchers and go on the hunt, but if I'm somewhere, I'll always have a nose. So I said a quick pound into 11. They did have Mario Kart 8, which would have been a nice voucher as well, but the disc was ruined. There was a couple I'd never heard of as well. I didn't know there was a Tomb Raider anniversary on the Wii. They had My Horse and Me 2. There was a Barbie game and stuff. So when I come out, I checked all those. They were all worthless, to be honest. So glad I didn't grab them. But yeah, Mario Kart 8. The inlay was all like bunched up and stuff, but I've managed to pop it in properly. It'll take a little while to straighten out, but I'm pretty sure CX to take that. The disc's in good nick, so hopefully £11 voucher on that. Anywho, well, the reason I'm doing that as well is there's a few PS5 games I want to get rid of and stuff. So I thought, well, I got God of War Ragnarok. I've got that twice now, so that can go. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that can go, because I've got that twice now. What else was there? Spider-Man 2's already gone. Because I'm buying these collector's editions now, I don't really need the other copies. I can still play them. There was something else as well, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to put a little pile together and build a bit of voucher up for future purchases. Right, so first of all, this is off Amazon. I thought this was pretty cool. Retro Rob, you're getting the blame for this as well. This is like a display stand thing, but it actually spins. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, so I can put statues and stuff on there, and they can spin around. I just thought it'd be cool for making reels on Instagram and TikTok and all that jazz. And I also picked up these. These are little like display stands, so I can put my games front facing. It'll save me with umpteens of VHS. I just think it'll look a little bit more professional. They're completely adjustable as well, so you can do thicker games, thinner games, and all that. And hopefully they won't, because they fall off sometimes, so hopefully they ain't going to fall off. So I've got a couple of boxes of those as well. So that is that. That's the boring stuff. We will see all that as we progress with the room. Let's pop that back in there. Now for the good stuff. Like, look at the state of that. That come off I have opened this. I haven't actually opened the contents, but I just wanted to check that the inside wasn't damaged. And touch wood, it wasn't. It looks pretty intact. You can probably guess what it is already. Oh God, the package is alright actually. And it is the GTA 5 Collector's Edition. Now, something I've had my eye on for a while. Now, that outer box is absolutely outstanding. I cannot grumble with that at all. I thought it was still sealed then. It's not sealed. But, yeah. It's another one off the list, folks. I've never actually seen one of these in person. Oh, that's nice. Really nice. And then you've got the Rockstar on the back. So what do we get in here? There's a little foam insert. Is that a map? Yeah, that's the map of the game, but it's like a blueprint kind of version. We've got some DLC codes. we've got a key, Grand Theft Auto 5 key. Now, this is missing the game, I will say, missing the game, but I have the game. I even have the Steelbook version, so that's why I got this one. I thought, well, it looks in good condition, and I'm not going to pass it up because it doesn't have the game when I already have it. But look at that, you've got your Los Santos cap, and then there's also a little bag in the bottom. I'm not sure if you can get that on camera, but it's a Grand Theft Auto bag or satchel or something. Should we get this out? Brand spanking new. I'm sure it's called a loot bag. Geez, the lock on that is something else. I don't know if any of you have got this, but the weight in that lock, I'm assuming that's what a key is for. But yeah, that's pretty sick. Now, let me know, I want your opinions on how I should display this. So I don't know whether to display that or just have the whole box on display. Because it is quite a nice box. I do like the GTA artwork. Do you know what? Yeah, forget what I said. I'm just going to display the box. I do just like the artwork, if I'm honest. And for that to be in such good condition as well, it'd be a shame to not display it. So, GTA 5. We then have this little puppy. I haven't got anything to open this with because I'm an idiot. Anything sharp? Will a USB stick do it? It will, just about, just about. But it won't come out. And this one is GTA 4 Collector's Edition. Now I believe these are the only two like official PAL GTA Collector's Editions there are. And this one's in good nick as well, fair play. Oh, there's a few dents in it there, but it's nice to find one box. You see the lock boxes dotted around on eBay and stuff. Now what I liked about this one was it had that foam insert there, or polystyrene insert. You don't see that generally. Well, I've never seen that. I didn't even know it came with a polystyrene insert. So it just goes to show how often you don't see that. But you have the game, obviously. Let's pop that down a sec. Is this an art book? Yeah, an art book. It's a really nice finish to that as well. We have the soundtrack, which GTA has always got awesome soundtracks. We've got keys for the lockbox and the satchel bag. Now the satchel bag is still sealed. I'm not going to open that because I don't want to. And we have got a Rockstar keyring. Now this one I picked up again because it was in super good condition. It had everything in there. The insides are still sealed. As you can see, the game is immaculate as well. I paid £100 for this, which is cheaper than CEX. And when you think of the condition, you can't grumble. The other one I paid £100 for as well, which I think is 130 in CEX, I want to say. So I've gone both. I've saved about 40 quid by not going to CEX, and I'm guaranteed condition. So well happy with both of those. They're going to look ace on the shelf. And we have one more. I can't remember what this one is. Oh yes, I can. Now shout out to Retro Demo for this one. So when I wrote my list at the beginning of the year of collector's editions I wanted to buy, he messaged me and he said he had one of them and he's contemplating selling it. I said, well, how much do you want for it? He wasn't sure. I said, well, to be honest, I'm a bit skint at the minute. So we'll just play it by ear. I messaged him last week and I said, oh, are you still interested in selling that? He said, yeah. I said, let me know what figure you're happy with. Give me a stellar deal, to be fair. It's about 50 quid cheaper than CEX, so... Oh, what's this? Oh, mate! I don't know if you can get that on camera. Some Batman Forever trading cards. That is sick. I love Batman Forever. Absolutely ace. Thank you for that, mate. So go over and follow Retro Demo's Instagram. He's got a sick collection. But the collector's edition I bought off him was God of War. Now, I think a lot of you have probably seen this before and you know what it comes with. But I'm going to open it anyway because I want to get the statue out to display. I'm pretty sure it comes with a steelbook as well, so I want to try and get the steelbooks out on display as well. He sent me photos. It's in really good condition. I'm assuming he bought this from new. Look at that. That is sick. Right, what else? Oh, so you've got a cloth map. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to open the map because it's still sealed. There's no need for me to. I'm assuming this is like art cards. Yeah, it's an art card. I was going to message and stuff off the team. I'll read that later. What is that? Two little dudes. I don't know what you call them. Are they like runes or chess pieces or... No idea. Right, let's put this back in there so it doesn't get damaged. And the main event. I thought it was broke then, but it's bits of plastic falling off. Kratos and Atreus. Now what a statue that is. Absolutely sick. I'm in love with that. So that is going on display, like I said. We will get all that set up now shortly. We do need to have a really good sort out in this room. I'm going to chuck this streaming setup out the way so we got a bit of room to work with. And then we can get sorted. But look at that. Absolutely outstanding. And that is that for pickups at the minute, folks. I say that is that, like it's something rubbish, but yeah, if you ask me, they're amazing pickups. It's not your everyday pickup, is it? So we will get these all put away now, somehow, some way. If I can get this back in the box, that is. There we go. And there we are. The last God of War one I need, I think. I think I've got all the God of War collector's editions now. I've got all the GTAs now. We've done the Mortal Kombat. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We just need to get them all out. So I will be back with you in a sec. Just going to have a bit of a sort out. Right, so the sort out is going ahead. I just want to show you these little stands as well. I think they're really nifty. So if I just grab one here. Where can I put it? Let's stick it down by here. So this is how they look. They come in two pieces. You clip them together, and then you can just slide them, you know, to change the depth. If you had something a little bit thicker, but yeah, obviously single games, you just put them straight to the front, and then bish bash bosh. Jobs are good done. So yeah, they're pretty cool. I do like them. They're not the cheapest of things, mind. They work out about £1 each. There's 10 in a box, and there's about a tenner. £10 for a box. It cost me 30, so I got all those up, look. I just think they look a bit better, and you don't got to worry about stuff falling anymore, and you ain't using 500 VHS. I'm going to change that around. I'm not really happy with that. I just didn't want to have empty shelves, but I'm just thinking, you know, I'll leave empty shelves. It'll just give me a bit more incentive to buy stuff and fill the shelves. So that's what I'm going to do. But I want your opinion on something in a second. So this here, bloody phone. Do I have those two on the top there, which I think are pretty cool, and Spider-Man there? Or do I do this? Something like this. So can I have like kind of a superhero shelf going on here, and then I've got those two there. I know it's not the be end and end all, that's not in line, but no, I think I quite like it like that. Well, send me your opinions anyway, folks. The only thing is, there's a big gap in the middle. Now, obviously I can move stuff, but I just think Batman's really got to be on the edge, isn't he? Dangling Joker off, if I'm honest. Because that's the whole idea of the statue. Maybe I could do something like that for now. However, I will be getting the other Spider-Man collector's edition at some point, so, you know, maybe something like that then, or the other one could go in the middle because it's more rounded, isn't it? And I think that would, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that for now. Those two, they look fine there. And then we can get the other Spider-Man one to go in there at some point. But for now, Venom can go in top and centre. But yeah, this hasn't turned out how I wanted, really. I really wanted these collector's editions up on the top shelf here. However, that one, the shelves are different sizes. That doesn't fit in there. Only lead on its front or on its back, and I didn't like it like that. I'd rather it like that. But yeah, I've gone for like the special edition kinds of the... I have got the steelbook for that, but it's in there, and the box is all taped, and I don't want to cut the tape. Don't think it's sealed, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to destroy it in case it is. And then we just got the standard games here. But we are coming along. It's still a bit of a mess. The GTAs are there currently. I don't know if I like that, but it'll do for now. I tried that because I didn't want empty shelves. They're not going to stay there. Didn't like that. We have got Ellie over here in the corner. I've kept this spare now because what I'm thinking is when we get the Uncharted one, he can go here and we'll have a bit of a Naughty Dog section. I've got the Last of Us Complete Edition coming next month, so that can sit in there as well. So that'll fill that shelf up. I've moved little Sonic up there. We do need to fill these. Not much else has changed really. Cuphead is here. I've just chucked the box down by there. So, Wayne, another Yorkshireman, you was asking me about where do I go with space from now on. Well, I know it doesn't look it, but I do still have a fair amount. So, these shelves down here are not really used for anything. They're my PS2 and PS3 games. My favourite ones, if I'm honest, like my Final Fantasy, GTAs. We've got a couple of Silent Hills there, Grand Theft Autos, whatever. But that shelf's pretty much empty. That's just demo discs and a couple of Funko Pops that I don't really care about. Shut up, Siri. We've got The Godfather, which can be displayed somewhere else now, I suppose. But even here, I don't really need to keep these boxes. So I've got 4 spare shelves there in effect. And I know I was going to keep the boxes, but sorry if I'm making everyone dizzy. But I'm not keeping any of these boxes here, so look at the state of it here. Jesus. If I'm not keeping any of them, why am I keeping them? And then I can get more statues there. I put the board game there. I really don't like it, so that's going to have to move. I'm thinking of sticking that in that shelf there for now. But yeah, that's how we're getting on at the moment. I'll let you know as I get a bit further on. So I think I'm done for now. I'm not overly all happy with it, if I'm honest. I'll just show you. So that's there for now. This is my little trade-in pile for CX. So we've got Rebirth, Ragnarok, and that game I picked up. I'm not sure if I like this. Really don't know. I'm going to leave it now and see if it grows on me. Mario is back down there where he originally started, which meant I've shifted up GT5. Still undecided whether I'm going to keep GT5 or not. Don't know. And then I've just shifted some of these around slightly. Let me turn this camera around. So I've moved some of the bigger box PS4 stuff. So I thought if I keep this as the PS3 and stuff area now. I've moved them from there, so that's looking a bit bare. But I might get the lenticular. Oh, I can't. I've only got those two lenticular. Hey, I was going to display them, but never mind. We'll sort something. That's all pretty much stayed the same. I do like the look of these with these stands, so I do think that's improved those. We've got a lot of empty shelves now, folks. I've moved basically the bigger box PS4 here. The Lara Croft, the Order. I've moved that there as well, the Godfather, and this. Turtles is gone here, and the Fractured Butthole. But yeah, collector's editions are out now finally. Not as big as I thought they'd be. So you worry about space. Oh, bloody Siri on my watch. They're not as big as I thought they'd be, so you don't need to worry about space as much. These things are pretty big, but the rest, I think I worried about the space too much because the boxes are so big. Lego Man's down by there at the minute. I really don't know what to do with him. So he can just sit there. But yeah, just need to tidy up now. Like I said, Uncharted. If we get Uncharted, he can go there. To get the lenticulars for that, we need something to fit in there. Obviously, I'm getting stuff as I go along, so there's no major rush. These are a bit empty, and then something there. But I do want the Little Nightmares collector's editions. There's the Cuphead collector's edition. Ghost of Tsushima. I've been eyeing up the Sekiro one as well. I know I shouldn't, but that looks sick. There's loads. So I just got to learn to be able to live with empty shelves at the moment. But I really feel like we're getting somewhere now. It's starting to come together a bit. And a few people said about me selling my games. It hasn't really made that much difference, is it? It's cleared a bit of space, but nothing really that I would... Well, I'm going to say nothing I would have used. Obviously it is because I've got a couple of shelves spare up there. But that's all it's cleared, really. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is that... What do you think? I sold 131 games. It hasn't made that much of a dent. Is that like something to flex about, or is that a bit sad really that you hold on to so much stuff for the sake of it and how much money you've got just sat there doing nothing? But then you could argue I've got money sat there doing nothing, so it is what it is, horses for courses. We shouldn't judge anyone, should we? But yeah, I feel like we're getting somewhere now. It's starting to look better than ever. No, it's starting to get more of a place I want to call home, if I'm honest. You know, it's got the cool stuff that I like. Like now I can look to my right and see those bad boys. Still want to play about with things and get things how I want them to look. But yeah, we're on the right track. And that's all that matters, I suppose, isn't it? So, with that bombshell, I've still got all the landing to sort out now. I will leave you all to your Saturday. Hope you all have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his world PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game set!